Hi everyone. Well, it looks like we could see some pretty chilly weather coming up over the week ahead. In fact, it's going to feel very cold compared to the recent warm weather that we've had. There will be some sunny spells mixed in, but it does look like we'll see some potential of some sleet and hail during the day, at least in the form of showers. And at night, it's very likely we'll see some frost, especially in more central and lower lying parts of the island. So this is the current analysis map for this evening, and what we've got this area of high pressure out here to the west, area of high pressure out here to the east, and low pressure out here to the north, with these fronts starting to make their way down across the country. Now this is what's going to bring some rainfall tonight, and this front here particularly will introduce the much colder air from the northwest, and this is where the change will happen as this front moves through. So we'll get a bit of a cleaner look at this on this map here, and we'll overlay the winds as well. So you can see this is at the moment this evening we're still in the fairly warmish air. I mean, it's not that warm outside now, but you know, today was quite pleasant, especially away from the windward coast. And we've got the winds coming up from the south, and you can see that as we move through tonight, we get this low pressure move through, and this cold air starts to come in from the west to northwest. So as we move through tomorrow, this is what we'll be seeing with this much colder air, and of course some spells of rain which will turn to showers later in the day. So this is what we're going to see this evening. We can see this area of cloud out here to the west starting to move its way towards us. Now it stays fairly clear for the next few hours, but as we move into the second half of the night, we start to see some much thicker cloud coming in off the Atlantic and spreading right across the UK, and of course down here as well across the island. And with this cloud, we start to see some showery outbreaks of rain. Some of these showery outbreaks could be quite heavy, especially as we move through tomorrow morning. Although as we head through towards midday, it looks like maybe just after midday, some of the heavier outbreaks will start to move off to the east. And then as we head through into the afternoon, we see some sunny spells developing. But then we get these the speckled look to the rainfall, which is showers. Now some of these showers could well be heavy. We could see some hail mixed in, and possibly even a little bit of sleet mixed in as well, because these temperatures will be falling away significantly. I mean, these are the temperatures for tomorrow, later on tomorrow afternoon. So we're seeing a mixture of 6, 7, 8 degrees Celsius across the island. So it looks, you know, pretty chilly with the risk of some possible wintry showers. Then as we move into tomorrow night, we start to see some, well, there's areas of cloud moving through, but we start to see some clearer spells developing, especially towards the second half of the night. And of course, with these clearer spells, there could be a bit of a frost. Now, then again, as we move through, you know, into Wednesday, it looks like we're going to see showers right across our area again. Some of these showers could be heavy, there could be hail mixed in, and with the temperatures being as low as what they are, so 7 or 8 degrees Celsius, we're likely to see some potential sleet mixed in as well. Now these temperatures don't seem that low possibly, but the atmosphere, you know, a few thousand feet above the surface of the ground is actually very cold for the time of year, much colder than it should be. Now what happens, the rainfall falls, or should I say sleet and hail as well up at that level, falls through the colder air and pulls this colder air down towards ground level. So every time we see a shower, the temperature drops from, you know, 7 or 8 degrees right down to 3 or 4 degrees Celsius. So that's what you'll be noticing as we move through the second half of Tuesday and into Wednesday, that every time a shower comes through, the temperature drops like a stone, the wind picks up, you know, and it feels really, really bitter. And so that's why with these showers we could see some sleet mixed in. Like I said, there's likely to be hail, and as well we may even see a few flakes of snow on the back edge of a few of the showers. As we move into Thursday, not much changes. The winds coming in from the south at this point, but the temperatures are still pretty low for the time of year, so we're looking at 6, 7, maybe 8 degrees Celsius. In fact, we can actually run it through. You can see the whole day is showery and cold once again. And then as we move into Friday, the temperatures start to rise a little, and that's because the wind's coming round into the east to southeast. We've got this rain out here to the west, but we're not sure if this is going to be across us or not at the moment. But of course you have to keep up to date with our forecast as we move through the week. So we'll finish off here by having a look at the weather chart for the end of the week, and you can see these winds by this point coming in from the southeast. The temperatures don't look too cold, they don't look too bad, or at least compared to what we've got here on Wednesday. So, you know, Wednesday we've got this very cold air, but then by Friday things aren't too bad. You know, it warms up ever so slightly, but then things start to change again through the next week. So through into next week, the winds are going to be turning around into the east, and with this easterly flow, there is the potential of some very, very cold air moving in from Russia and Siberia. Now, if this situation happened in December, January or February, we'd be seeing sub-zero temperatures day and night. We'd be seeing a lot of snow. But because it's happening in April, of course it's not going to be that cold compared to at least earlier in the season, but it's still going to be very cold for the time of year. You know, it's going to be bleak, raw feeling with strong easterly winds, and just feeling generally very unpleasant. So so that's into the second week. So and that's up to the 10th of April. So anyway, that's all we're going to show you for the moment. Please stick with us for the forecast over the next few days, because, like I said, it's likely we're going to see some hail and sleet falling with the showers, possibly the odd flake of snow mixed in as well, which could potentially fall anywhere really, but most likely over the highest hills. And that's going to last on and off for the next few days, with a little bit of mild weather right at the end of the week. Anyway, that's all for now. Goodbye.